These must contain the interviews that Sam wants us to transcribe.
Yeah, do you want to let me hold on to them though? I still have vivid memories of lending you my USB drive.
It still worked, didn't it?
Yeah, once we got all the sour cream out of it. That's strange. This box isn't meant to be here.
How can you know that?
I've memorised the location of every box in this room.
Dude, that's a bit sad.
I don't have much choice. A magical fairy keeps leaving half-eaten cream-filled sponge cakes in the boxes on my shelves. If I don't find them, they go off and the whole room is full of fumes.
Really? Imagine that. Shall I have a look and see what's in this box you don't recognize?
Please do. If it turns out to be another foxhound operative sneaking into the building, the boss will have my guts for garters.
No special ops, guys, but there is a camera and a whole bunch of file folders.
It's probably that idiot Profaci. He keeps mistaking my office for the evidence locker.
So this could be that camera that Sam said had gone missing.
It could well be. I don't know why they keep Profaci on. He only ever appears in the office briefly and then he's gone again. Yet somehow he still manages to screw everybody else's work up. One of these days I'll frame him for taking kickbacks just to get rid of him.
Mel, what do we need to do to transcribe the interviews on these cards?
Best case scenario, we just put the card in and let the software do its work.
As simple as that? Wow. If people keep designing intelligent software, it could put people like you out of a job. Then where would you be?
Standing behind you in the welfare line. As long as evolution keeps designing idiots, there will always be a need for people like me. That's strange. The workstation just restarted.
Oh, sorry. I was leaning on the power switch.
I rest my case. Okay, the first interview is processing now. That'll be fine. The second one looks to be in Spanish though.
Is that a problem?
If we use the traditional transcription software, we'll be here all day. The one on my workstation does have a Spanish module, but I never got around to installing it.
So we need to find the Spanish software module.
Or give up all hope of making the auditions, yeah.
Dude, there's a packet here which feels like it might have a DVD in it.
Has it been horribly mangled?
No, it's perfect.
Strange, the mailboy must have missed it.
Hey look, it's the Spanish language module for your transcription software.
Great, although I was secretly hoping it was Holly Does Hoboken.
Hey Mel, can you install this for me?
No, the level design is uninspired, the load times are horrendous, it's horribly misogynistic, and the humour is incredibly juvenile. I don't care if you have been waiting 15 years for it to be released, you should have waited forever.
Oh. Well, can you install the Spanish language module instead?
Sure. Okay, done.
This is a pretty nice camera. I wonder if anyone would notice if it went missing.
Haven't you half-inched enough this month? Someone's going to realise you're pilfering that antique card table in the chief's private office sooner or later.
How did you know I was working on pinching that?
One of the legs has been sawn off.
I thought they'd notice if I took the whole thing at once. Hey, there's an SD card in here. It could be the one Sam wanted us to transcribe.
Terrific, whip it out then.
Can we transcribe the second interview now?
We can. I'll just queue it up and it'll be transcribed automatically by the software.
Cool.
Of course, there is a manual tweaking option for fine-tuning, but I doubt Sam will need anything that specific.
That manual tweaking option opens up a world of temptation.
Yeah, what's the Spanish for please stop beating me with that rubber hose?
Do you think this is the SD card Sam wanted us to find?
If it isn't, this has been a pretty cruel red herring.
The card is jammed in here pretty tight. I can't seem to pull it out.
Push, don't pull.
All right. Geez, you sound like Lucy.
I always figured she'd be a bossy cow.
You're not wrong, bud. She never let up. Let me take my hose off first. Are you sure it's supposed to be that color? What the hell are you doing back there? Aha! I got the card out. You were right. I was supposed to push instead of pull.
I'll bet that's a great relief to Lucy.
This transcription software could have lots of other applications, don't you think?
Like what? Subtitles for films and TV?
Yeah, but think bigger. You could get it to transcribe football matches, and then you wouldn't have to pay commentators.
No, see, it only transcribes what people say. Audio recognition. It can't describe what's happening in the video, you pillock. Even if it could recognise what was happening and somehow describe it, it would just be a dull, monotone voice describing everything in tedious detail.
So only slightly better than Jim Buck.
Fair point.
Is it finished transcribing?
No, but it doesn't need any more human intervention. When Sam comes back into the office, the results will be waiting for her.
That's all three done now, right?
Indeed, our slave labour is over for the day.
It's only an extra hour of work.
Only an extra hour? That's more than we've done all month.
Excuse me.
Da?
Did he just call me stupid?
He didn't say duh, he's Russian. He said da, it means yes. Don't be so stupid.
Do you speak English?
Da.
See? Like a native.
Are you here for the auditions as well?
Da.
Will you stop asking him yes-no questions?
Da. I mean, yes. Sorry. Are you the only contestant here? Aren't there any other superheroes or villains?
Oh sure, this skinny woman in red costume around somewhere. He keep going outside to take phone calls.
Perhaps she's moonlighting for a taxi company.
Have you seen any other superheroes today?
One other, very strange man. He keep looking at me funny. He go for fresh air.
Fresh air, huh? Mel, if you were looking for a bit of fresh air, where would you go?
Iowa.
He say something about park east of here. You really going to look for him?
Why not? It never hurts to check out the competition.
Rather you than me.
What made you decide to enter the contest?
If I win contest, they have to give me green card so that I can fulfill contractual obligations.
Why do you want to leave Russia?
I hope to defect. I belong to FSB in Moscow.
What position? Do you play in goal?
It's not football team, it's new name for KGB.
So why do you want to defect?
When I was senior agent in KGB, during Cold War, I was expected to kill anyone who disagreed with Soviet government.
And you didn't want to kill people?
Of course I wanted to kill people. How do you think I became senior agent in KGB?
So then why leave?
It's boring. Nothing left to do. Since Cold War ended, Russian Secret Service have not much work.
Surely Russia must still have enemies.
Not many. You Americans and British keep invading countries and pissing people off. People forget all of shit we used to pull.
Do you know any other supervillains?
Just because I am Russian means I must be villain. You Americans are always so quick to judge.
Actually, I suspect it was the love of killing people when you were in the KGB that tipped him off.
It's fair point.
So, do you know anyone?
I used to date Magma Maiden.
Was she hot?
In every sense. She melted my heart.
That must have been a steamy affair.
Da, but we had to stop seeing each other.
Why?
After a while, her magma core started to melt the ice core of my body whenever she was in close proximity. I had to start wearing this waterproof costume to stop myself melting from inside out.
Sounds nasty.
Da, after a while I was like walking snow cone. Nobody wants limp superhero.
Least of all a fiery redhead.
Do you have any real superpowers?
Of course. During Cold War, Soviet Union have many secret weapons programs. Soviet scientists were best in world.
Well, they didn't manage to successfully brainwash anyone, did they? Not like the Yanks did with MK Ultra.
Soviet brains harder to wash.
So what type of powers do you have?
All of my powers related to ice.
Why ice?
Research was carried out in a remote Russian village called Oymikron. You ever been to Oymikron?
I'd have to check my passport.
There's no need for sunscreen. Average temperature -15.
Sounds a bit like Buffalo.
It's a horrible place. No work, no social life, nothing to do. Landscape is bleak and inhospitable. It's arsehole of the entire country.
Sounds a lot like Buffalo.
Can you spray out a stream of ice in front of you and then surf along it?
Yet, I can spray ice, but cannot surf on it. I have very poor sense of balance.
How come?
I got hit in the head a lot when I was stunt double in Rocky IV.
See? I knew it.
I think I have ice-based superpowers too.
What make you say that?
When I hold an ice cube in my hands, it melts. Do you think that means I have special powers?
No, that just means you're special, mate. Very special.
I wanted to talk about something else.
Suit yourself.
I should go.
Then go. I'm not stopping you.